know what the problem is. I'm just not monogamous, but I want to bottom
You didn't get jumped.
You feel what I'm saying? Why the fuck y'all jumped Elsie?
Nobody jumped her.
Well, you really could have been got that. I'm saying, but you should have been checking temperatures the first night when me and Killer fucked that bitch up.
Well, here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go.
Damn! Sit down. You said it right. Thank you. Oh, that's your dad. Thank you. We go out tonight and leave it here at the house so you guys can go get ready. Yeah. I tell you I'm not gonna do nothing after this, bitch.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about Baddies Africa. When Natalie said there's a house meeting, I knew it was about to be fuck shit. I mean, we know what's gonna happen every time. But y'all, get into the video, like, comment, subscribe, and please like the video, subscribe, and enjoy.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the
right. It's Baddies Africa, and it's the intro. You know, it takes about 40 years just to get to where we gotta get to. Like, it's wasting time. I'm gonna see Kokilla in summer, because I'm trying to figure what did she throw in her face. That was crazy. Girls look like some sugar powder, girl, flour. I gotta see what summer face look like. She do. Cause Dolly be looking crazy outside makeup and hair. All right, so the episode starts where it left off. We see Summer over here trying to check Kokilla, and Kokilla over here, I guess she had a handful of flour, sugar, motherfucking, cocaine. It could be so many different things. I don't know what it was, but she over here knocks Summer with it. They fighting, and she already said that she's not a fighter. She didn't say she's not a fighter. She said she's not Mike Tyson. But yeah, I'm just like, okay, girl, that happened. You know, she's over here popping in with something like, yeah, bitch, it is what it is, whatever. Because Dolly's talking like, oh, yeah, I see your black eyes are gone. See, this is gone. See, this is gone. I'm like, Dolly, you can't talk about anyone when we have seen the freeze frames of you.
You look different as fuck. Without that makeup.
And you're over here talking about, we're the trio. Girl, you are a grown-ass woman. You probably, like, what is wrong with you? Honestly, you haven't had no type of good scenes on this show ever. You look crazy. Mind you, beautiful woman with makeup and hair. Outside that, jump scare. Honestly. For me, I think I have solidified the fact that I don't like Dolly. I do not. I don't like her. I don't like her teeth. I don't like her braids that are back to here. I don't like anything about Dolly. I think Dolly is lame as hell. She old as fuck. We're damn near the same age. You talk about a fucking trio.
We're the original trio.
Girl, you're a weak ass bitch. Because you're like, oh, this is the new trio. Girl, stand on your own. Lex stood on her own. Even Summer stood on her own. This episode, you're the only bitch that's jumped. You're a lame ass bitch, but we're gonna get to it. Oh, we segue over and we see Irie was talking to K. Rican and Fauna.
So on the bus, we had got into it with, who is it, Dolly and Summer over my friend name, because her name is Fauna.
And she was like, I invited Lex and LCK down because, you know, either y'all gonna swap it out or y'all gonna talk it out. Either which way, I'm not in no mess. Clock it. I said, Irie, you're a messy ass bitch.
Sure. Elsie.
Then it's up in the stove.
Oh, she's hi. I'm gonna give you hugs.
So, you know, they come downstairs. I'm just like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. First of all, Fauna and K. Rican talk about the whole situation, and they keep bringing up the whole name thing, which we already got to, but they're not bringing up the whole LCK situation with the whole husband thing. Like, that was a whole different thing I'm gonna get to, but I was just so confused because just like it was off camera, nobody's talking about it. I'm just like, okay, what does it talk about? But when Lex and LCK come in, Elsie's like, oh my God, first of all, K. Ricky already said she need that from Elsie. So she gets up, Elsie's like, oh my God, thank you, Ivory, I love you, girl. And she throws a drink at K. Ricky, and they just bow, 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 bow. I don't condone violence. Y'all know this, YouTube.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bitch.
But, they start already getting into it. And, Lex is trying to break it up. But Fauna's like, yeah, bitch, what are you doing? And just whoom, whoom, whoom. I was like, oh, what are we doing? First of all, Ivory, you threw some punches here, bitch. Stay out. You're too strong, ho. But I think Lex felt that hit from Ivory and thought it was over here Fauna. So Lex turned around and, Lex is over here Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, bitch. Them arms is too long. I don't got time. Fauna, good luck. So after LCK and motherfucking K. Ricky fought, we see Lex and fucking Fauna start fighting. Bitch, I'm gonna give it to Fauna. Fauna stuck in there with her because Fauna was like, don't get me wrong, I do feel like Lex won, but Fauna was definitely hanging in there with her. I'm gonna give the win to Lex, but she didn't win. She didn't win the war. She won the battle. So that Lex is just like, yeah, I need another one. She's like, security, get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. First of all, Lex looked thick in the. She gave me Scotty for the back. So she's like, let's do it again. And low-key, Lex, usually Lex put her shoulder in. She could be like, oh, whoa. But she didn't do that. So I'm just like, she playing it safe. Cool. So after they fought, it was what it was. I'm just like, okay, cool. The girls were giving. Love to see it. So we transport over after seeing all the mayhem go on. And we see Diamond and Anna talk. And Anna is in Africa.
I just want to make one thing clear. Nobody ever would fire me. They can never get rid of me. And you can never ever think you're running me out of nowhere. That's not happening.
Shout out to her. And Diamond just fills her in on what happened. She was like, she's like, yeah, me and Natalie, we talked it out. Natalie didn't want to fight, this, that, and the third. I don't think Natalie didn't want to fight. I feel like Natalie will fight. Natalie is in a position of power. For her to fight, it just doesn't make sense. Like, girl, why?
Me and Natalie are just like too far gone right now. It's a lot going on. And even though I can't stand the bitch, I still love her even though she's a bitch.
So Diamond's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my thing. It is what it is. So Anna's just like, you know what? I popped my shit. I ran it with Natalie. I ran it with Stunner. I'm gonna go home. I'm just like, what? First of all, I didn't think she was coming back, but she came back. I'm just like, girl, you flew all the way to Africa just to go home. It's crazy to me. And Diamond's having the same thing. She's just like, you know what? She's have respect, Natalie. I'm happy for the platform Natalie has gave me. Because people have to realize that this is a platform that Natalie has provided so many people. 7 seasons. How many girls? Probably 50 plus women.
It's gone past business and it's became personal. Why are you here in Africa only to go home?
There's certain things that have gone on that has went past the point of, I respect you, I just don't like you. And I get it. Because Natalie, she could do things that could be shicey as fuck. So, honestly, like, you know what? There's some girls I want to stomp out. But, unfortunately, I say before the reunion. We see if she's going to come to the reunion. But she goes home. We see her whole, they give a montage. Once they get the montage in black and white, it's a wrap. They're gone. I like Anna, and I'm sad that she's leaving. However, I do think that she's leaving because she's solo. She don't have Tasiki and Biggie with her. So, when you don't got the people that you know for a fact that's going to hold you down, it's kind of hard to stand on your own. She stood on her own. She did her big one. I ain't mad. She took on Stunner. We segue over back to the house and we see Dolly and we see Dolly and we see Ivory outside. And they're just talking like, yeah, we need to talk about this Ivory. I really do respect you, and I really do like you, and you know I really liked you before I even knew Summer and Lex. And I'm just looking at Dolly like, I don't like Dolly, period. I think I've come to that realization that I don't like, the glass doll, the brittle bitch, right? I don't like Dolly. I like Ivory. I think Ivory is charismatic. Ivory is funny. She's not the girl I've seen on Now That's TV from the clips. I like Ivory. So they're just like, we really don't have no beef. Like, I like you. They hug it out. She's just like, you know what? At the end of the day, this is what transpired. We cool. They hug it out. She's like, I got cool with Pretty P too. So, we good. Cool. My whole thing with Dolly is the fact, and with Ivory, it's just like, y'all, there is a trio. There's 4 trios in this bitch. So now, actually 5 if you want to count Scotty, Rolly, Natalie. Well, 4 trios, right? They say that they made amends, I love you, you love me, woo, 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 woo. We'll see what happens. I don't trust Dolly. I feel like Dolly is a cloud chaser, and she's just going to do what she got to do to get camera time. She even said it last season that, I didn't do what I had to do this season, so I'm going to redeem myself. Like, the thing about it, you're doing too much right now because you did too little last season. That's the problem, Dolly, right? You're doing too much right now because you did too little. And the reason why you did too little because you're a brittle bitch. You're a glass doll. Girl. Hand broke. Nose broke. Face swole. Natalie comes to the house and she's over here sitting down with the first trio. K-Rican, Kokilla, and Fauna.
Going to the club tonight. I'm not gonna lie, only thing in my motherfucking mind is set up. I'm like, listen, babe, once we had this talk, be ready to motherfucking rumble.
And she's like, what's going on? We got an appearance tonight. I didn't know what's going on. So they're like, yeah, everything happened with the whole situation with Summer over here trying to play with us about messing up my name. She's like, okay, it's about a name. She's like, yeah, they talking about we don't give a fuck about your name. We're going to disrespect your name. And she's like, no, Kokilla over here popped on her, called her Winter. Natalie laughed at it because, Natalie and actual Winter from Bad Girls Club season 16, they got beef. But I love Winter.
We'll have a house meeting and then we are going to the club. So if you guys want to start getting a little bit ready, you guys look kind of done, but
I don't know what the problem is.
So it's just funny because I'm just like, okay, it's stupid shit. We know. But Summer, give it to her, right? So then I was like, okay, cool. Let me see the next trio. So we see, who do we see next? We see Tavy Baby, Russian Cream, and we see LCK. And they're like, okay, what's going on with y'all? They're like, oh, we don't like K-Rican because K-Rican was over here popping it, talking about my husband, my kids. I'm like, whoa, when did this happen?
House got in a fight. And if we do go out, it's up in the club. Bitch, I ain't going to jail. Whatever issues, let's address it right now, and we'll have the house.
They're like, oh, this happened off camera. And I'm just like, okay. Stuff happened off camera. My whole thing when it comes to Russian Cream, girl, you have no reason to want to fight K-Rican. None. You just over here just like, well, even when she was trying to explain it, she was like, well, at the end of the day, she already said, I said something, she said the same thing. Okay, bitch, and? Like, girl, that's not enough to want to fight somebody. Like, girl, you just wanted to do it because you have no segue into the mess. You just wanted to fight. We get it. But I already clocked Russian Cream. I don't like it. I'm lactose intolerant anyway. But Elsie just like, yeah, at the end of the day, like, she over here, they jumped me. And Tavy Baby's just like, yeah, they jumped her. Like, I don't like that. It is what it is. I'm going to stand for my bitches. Cool. So now, like, you know what? I heard enough. Gavel bang. Bring the girls in. So all the girls come in. We see all 5 trios sitting here. So now it's like, we got to go out tonight. Whatever y'all got to do, put it on the floor so we can go out tonight. Boom. Tavy Baby get up and she's just like, okay, yeah, you bitches over here jump my bitch, LCK.
First, come on, let me tell you something. Y'all said that y'all wasn't gonna jump no more, right? When I came downstairs. So why the fuck else we got jumped?
And they're just like, when the fuck did y'all get cool? 1, y'all just met 2 days ago. And 2, the bitch is crazy. So, K-Rican's over here talking just like, yeah, what it is. So K-Rican stands up because Tavy is over here just pointing at her like, yeah, use this, use that, use this. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So all of a sudden, K-Rican and Tavy, swap it out. House meeting time. This is my favorite time.
We know we don't like Summer ugly ass. We know we ain't fucking with this bitch Dolly and Lex, bitch. You like to jump in shit, so we already know we probably gotta get it on with you bitches.
K-Rika is probably the best confessional person of the season. Probably of any season I've seen. She eats in the confessionals. Period. Natalie is messy as fuck. We know this, but... LCK comes behind K-Rika after Tavy fought Fauna, and LCK just, boom, just get her. She's just like, yeah, I snuck her. Yeah, I did, because they snuck me.
Okay, at the end of the day, the bitch did what she did, and I snuck her. I don't give a fuck.
No, ma'am. And then, you know, they start having their little ones, but then Tavy was looked at, Cold Killer was like, yeah, you know, you need that. Cold Killer, you know, she kicks her. One time, boom. And she's like, yeah, you know, I was like, me. I was like, no, you weren't like that. Because you kicked her the first time, she missed. The second time you kicked her, she grabbed your leg, brought you to the ground, and she did her big one.
Get the usher.
Like, low-key, Tavy went through the whole newbie trio. Got them good. We got the newbie trio. It's Fauna, Cold Killer, and K-Rican. We got the outsiders, which is Russian Cream, Tavy, and LCK. We got the, what can I call them? The Gross Sisters, or the Canker Sisters, which is Dolly, Summer, and Lex. And then we got the big three, which is Big Ivory, DTB, and Pretty P. And then we got the OGs, Scotty, Natalie, Rolly. That's the trios. But it's just funny. Come just like, Lex get up, she's just like, yeah, you know, Fauna, you ripped my wig, so I want that. So they start fighting. And after they start fighting, why in the fuck did Dolly get up to want to throw a punch? I'm like, Dolly, bitch, you're lame as hell. Like, girl, you want to just jump into stuff just to jump and stuff. She's so irritating. I can't stand her. Natalie just tell him, like, okay, you know what? Stop it. We need to go to the club. So Natalie's over here after everybody started fighting. She's like, what can we do? Can everybody go to the club? And, you know, Summer just like, yeah, we can go to the club after this.
And leave it here at the house so you guys can go get ready?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing after this, bitch.
And she over here pops on K-Rican. She wants to fight K-Rican. And I'm just like, but why? I think the why is the part that we're all missing, because Summer just does stuff just to do stuff. And I need someone to really give it to Summer just one good time. I'ma say it now, the newbies are doing their absolute biggest one.
Russian Cream, you came over here doing all that talking, but I expected you to do more. You was doing all that talking and you didn't do nothing.
But that was the episode. It was good. I was over here living. I had my wine. I was over here giving it. My favorite trio is definitely gonna be, I don't like Diamond because Diamond's a cloud chaser that much, but Diamond still is entertaining. But my favorite trio is definitely gonna be Ivory, Pretty P, and Diamond. But who's your favorite trio? That's what I want to know. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a jolly, break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got